Joe Rizzo here with the coach, Paul Landstrom. After the Rockets complete their 4 games at the Mary Gosek Girl Power Tournament in Oswego/Fulton, New York. Seems like they got progressively better throughout. They don't get rewarded necessarily on the scoreboard or in the standings, but overall, for the weekend, pretty good assessment.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really happy with the way this team has showed tenacity in keeping going. It's really easy to get down. We took a couple of beatings early on in the season, and it's kind of easy to say, hey, I don't want to be there, we're not good, whatever. But these girls kept at it, and this weekend really shows that. First game, a little rough the first game, but we progressively worked and improved as we went on and on and on. And this last game, to finish this last game with 2-0, with a real battle going on, really questionable penalties that really kind of hurt us and kept setting back the pace of the game that we wanted to get at. But the girls kept at it. It was great. It was just, I'm really happy with the way they've improved.
So you get like one of these 4-game weekends, right? You were hoping for 5, you got 4. And what I think it really gives you, at least from, my outsider, insider perspective, is when they're playing that many games consecutively in a truncated amount of time, it's a little easier to see the development bars, who's hitting what they're doing, how they can make improvements from game to game, because sometimes these games are 4 or 5 hours apart.
Yes. Yeah, I just took a moment to talk to the parents and share with them words that were similar to that in this sense. The nice part with this group is when you coach them, they go out the next shift and they do it, which is a cheat. You can always do it the next time. But then they go out and they do it the second time they go out, and the third and the fourth. And in a weekend like this, like you just said, it keeps building up. You have one game, and then you have another game to still see it building. And they see the rewards of what they're doing. And then by the 4th game, it's really coming together. And a little bit of our game plan, which is obvious, it's not that I'm giving away the secrets of our team, but our dump and chase game, they really see what happens when we go down, we dump it, and we get in the positions where we're supposed to be, and we get those opportunities to get those shots on goal. And when that works, when they see that it works, a kid will get the puck and is hesitant to dump it. I have it, I can. But you encourage them to dump that puck and the 3 to pressure it the right way and get in that position. And then suddenly the cycle starts. They see that. And then there's coaches you see, there's families you see, there's fans you see, there's parents you see. So it's exciting that you got to see those things. And I agree with you that as a condensed weekend like this with a bunch of games, you get to really see that improvement happen.
You're in a hockey-type scenario here. It's the home rink of former NHLer and United States Olympian and national team member Eric Cole, and it's we're not quite in a city setting.
Right.
There's a humble town. There's ice rinks not far away. They're darn cold.
They're cold.
It gets you in the mood for hockey, and now you exit it and you go back to your usual situation. How do you get the girls to carry what they've seen here into their play, next weekend and thereabouts?
Well, it goes also with practices, because all of this is reinforced with practice. When we've obviously worked on all of these skill sets in practice. And even with our coaching staff and our practices, what we do is we stop drills when they're not going the right way to work on them. And then as the practice elevates, we now take their players and we put them in to fight against the drill we're doing to work on it. So they see that. And then what they want to do is the competition level is built because they don't want to let their friend beat them, so they step up to their friend. And that continues to happen. And then they take that, it works here, and that lifts the next conversation to them as, hey, this time I'm going to do this. You go there and I'll put it up to you. And they don't realize it, but that bleeds over into the game. That's when they're on the bench, talking on the bench. Hey, I'm going to win this face-off down there. You go directly to net and you wrap around to look for the rebound. And it's those conversations that start as they start seeing it work in events like this, or at practice.
That little move right there, if that happened during a game, a Rocket would have gotten a 4-minute penalty.
Could have gotten a 4-minute.
I'm not sure. Let's just talk about what before we go, and we'll end it on a positive note, but maybe a little bit of a negative note, or maybe it's me just questioning to see if you got an explanation on things. And for anyone who was watching the final game there were 3 instances where the puck is sitting at the top of the crease. There's not a rocket touching anybody, and the puck is there. It's your 3 best scoring chances in a 2-0 game,
Right.
and the officials blow the whistle and they take the face-off outside the zone. I've watched about 1 million hockey games, give or take 500,000. I don't understand even what the call possibly could have been. Did they give you an explanation on any of that?
They do. When they feel there was an errant whistle, it goes back to the neutral zone. As it goes back, the face-off goes to the closest neutral zone, so that no team gains an advantage from the errant whistle. So when they blow that whistle and realize that it was loose and they discuss it, they move it out to the neutral zone. That's why it kept moving away. Our question was, well, why is the whistle blowing? We would like the whistle not to blow. But the officiating, it was all over the place, the officiating. To blow the stop play when the goalie's leaving in a 2-0 game, to leave because the goalie's not close enough to the bench, is a frowning penalty to me. It's not reading the room of what's going on. We've taken exciting hockey and kind of sealed it. But it's Oswego, New York. Everyone up here has been wonderful to us. It's been very cold. It's been single-digit temperatures up here. But everybody that's been up here has just said the nicest things to us. They can't believe that we drove from New Jersey up here to play in this tournament, and we've been treated wonderful as a general rule. It's a good weekend of hockey. I'm happy with this. You don't always walk away from not necessarily winning the way that you want to. But you don't often walk away from a tournament saying, hey, this is a good weekend of hockey. Because our team mantra right now is, hockey makes me happy, and hockey makes us happy.
Hockey makes him happy. It makes me happy. It's never been more important. Have a safe ride home, although by the time this probably hits the YouTube airwaves, we'll probably be home. Maybe. We'll see. Usually
Joe,
we like to end it with
I don't know if
something.
I told you, I went to NASA, the space agency. I went to their New Year's Eve party. It's very exciting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Some say it was out of this world.
That's the coach, Paul Landstrom. If you like what you see and you want more of those puns, hit the subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we do a Rockets coach interview or other content, or we go live or upload games, you'll get an alert. Thanks very much. This is Joe Rizzo for the coach, Paul Landstrom. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets Girls Hockey.